Hello. So today I want to take the time to bust a common myth that I usually get about foreclosures. People think that they're a really great deal, and the truth is that they can be. But the fact of the matter is sometimes they need a lot of work and the financing is difficult. So for my first-time home buyers and my investors, here's a little story about foreclosures. I recently had a first-time home buyer go under contract with a foreclosure, and it was a really great deal. The price was substantially lower than other similar homes in the area. So we got a home inspection and we discovered that there was some major roof issues. So the roof issues would either A, cause the loan to not go through because first-time homebuyer loans don't allow for major repairs to be existing on the closing date. They would require that to be fixed before closing, and since a foreclosure is being sold as is, that's a huge problem. So that deal fell through. Unfortunately, that buyer lost out on the fees that it cost for the home inspection, but the good news is they did not purchase a house that needed major repairs. Now, let me tell you a story about my friend Marvin. He is an investor, and he put a house under contract that was a foreclosure, appeared to be a really great deal, spent the money on the repairs, spent the money on the appraisal, got to the point to where he was almost ready for closing, and we could not get past, so there was two things. One was that the house had termites, and we couldn't get past that. And the other one was that I believe the power meter box was not up to code, so we couldn't actually get the power turned on. So at the last minute, we had to terminate that contract, and my investor lost money too. I'm not saying that all foreclosures are going to be a nightmare. I'm just saying that that is a common myth, that foreclosures are a really great deal. The fact is they sometimes appear to be a good deal on the surface, and then when you dig a little deeper, not so much. But then also every now and then there's the case that they are just a good deal, and you just have to go to the process of due diligence to find out if there's any major issues that you might not be willing to deal with, or may be a major lender concern. And these are questions that I can definitely help you with. So are foreclosures always a great deal? Well, if you buy a foreclosure for $120,000 and it needs $50,000 worth of work, and the after repair value is going to be $200,000, there's a little bit of equity for you there. But if you buy a foreclosure for $60,000 and it needs $50,000 worth of work, and it's only going to be worth $120,000 when it's done, not so much. So you really have to look at the numbers when you're considering a foreclosure. And so I wanted to bust that myth that foreclosures are typically always the best deal possible, because they're really just not.